Trees, along with the entire plant kingdom, make food for all life out of free sunlight, air, soil, and water. Our Mother Earth grows free food continuously for us using sustainable free resources. As a result, free food flows on our planet. So in the description below, you can check out the following Wikipedia images showing a food web featuring the autotrophs, which are the plant kingdom of primary producers that creates the source of food for all other life. The pyramid on the left shows herbivores eating the plants, predators eating the herbivores, and other predators eating those predators. Not shown is the human being level of the predators, but all our foods also derive from the plant kingdom. Drawing B on the right shows the food web connections going from tree in the middle to all surrounding life forms. This drawing expresses that the plant kingdom feeds all other creatures directly or indirectly. Please note that decay detritivores like worms and fungi in both images feed on the plant kingdom too, breaking complex spent materials into their simpler components. Breaking apart or decomposing is an essential recycling process for food forests and gardens in general. And moving down to the next chart, there's a fun chart in the description below in the body text. This is a chart showing another perspective on how the cycle works. If you start at the sun and follow the yellow sunlight energy arrow to the autotrophs, those are the plants. From there, follow the pointers to the heterotrophs, herbivores, carnivores, and decomposers. Finally, the decomposers finish this cycle by returning mineral nutrients to the soil. And that mineral nutrient pool represents the great new soil that we get with each revolution of this process. So we can see that plants are the source of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats to feed all life forms in the food web community, above and below the Earth's surface. Their roots feed the perfect diet of carbohydrates to the trillions of microbes dwelling in the soil. And for surface dwellers like insects, animals, and humans, they supply us with leaves, flowers, fruits, and nuts. Trees do this year after year, generation after generation. How do they do it? They combine sunshine, air, soil, and water using the ingeniously designed, mysterious process we call photosynthesis. Water and soil nutrients pass through a tree's roots and into its trunk through vascular pathways up to its leaves. Air enters the leaves through stomata, filling the spaces between the cells. Sunlight energy enters the leaves through the translucent cells in the foliage. The life force energy of trees assembles these four ingredients, sunshine, air, soil, and water, to transform into larger, more complex molecules called glucose. There are several sub-steps in photosynthesis, but the overall reaction is 6 carbon dioxides plus 6 waters plus sunlight transforms into 1 glucose plus 6 oxygens. The glucose stores a rearrangement of sunlight, water, minerals, and carbon dioxide as energy to fuel life, like how a battery stores electricity. The glucose carbohydrate combines and shifts and recombines into many other forms of complex molecules that store energy in the form of nuts and fruits. When we eat, when the animals or we eat these plant products, their carbohydrate energy becomes part of our body or the animal's body. Then in turn, carnivores eat vegetarian animals, and we call it eating meats. It's all plant-based, and eventually it will decompose and become plant matter again. This next diagram shows the plant's metabolism of glucose for making starch and cellulose, respiration, producing amino acids and proteins, and making lipids, which are fats and oils. So you can see it starts with glucose and goes out to form proteins, respiration, fats, starches, solids. When we eat, our bodies combine the food with the air we breathe, releasing the sunlight energy into ourselves to fuel our bodily functions and release carbon dioxide back into the air. In other words, photosynthesis transforms the sun's light energy into energy that you and I and all living things can use to fuel our bodies. With this quiet miracle, the plant kingdom makes food for all life out of sunlight, air, soil, and water.